How's it going, everyone? We've got a huge update on what's probably going to end up being one of my most anticipated games of 2026, and that is Forza Horizon 6. If you've been following this channel for any length of time, you know I've been glazing Forza Horizon 5 for years, and ever since that PlayStation release, you guys have heard me talk about it ad nauseum, maybe to the point of actually being sick of me talking about how much I love Forza Horizon. However, it has been a couple of years since we've gotten a brand new entry. You know, we got Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5 earlier this year, but I felt like the Realms update, kind of a bit of a cap off on the saga of Forza Horizon 5, bringing all of that content available and readily for everyone to dive into, and it being on PlayStation 5. The book is almost closed at this point on Forza Horizon 5, but the game's incredible, and by the way, it's on sale right now, 30% off on the PlayStation Store. Go buy that. However, there were rumblings about Forza Horizon 6 being set in Japan. As noted, Forza Horizon 6 Japan setting may have been leaked via now-deleted Instagram post from the Australian car import company Colton Classic, referring to scanning Kia cars for the next games. Noting in an Instagram post, I believe it was, exciting news, we have Cody here from Forza Horizon Official shooting cars for the next installation in the series. As there are no late models cars in America, he has flown out from the States to use our cars as the basis for the digital versions. We are huge gamers here at Colton Classic, and it is an honor to be supporting Forza and making Kia cars accessible virtually for people who can't have them IRL. If you buy a car they've scanned, we have a prize for you too. How good. That post has since been deleted, and now also Windows Central has gotten the scoop that Forza Horizon 6 could be announced this year, and Windows Central has specifically seen documentation suggesting Forza Horizon 6 will be announced at this year's Tokyo Game Show, which would be really cool since obviously, with the game being set in Japan, timing-wise, it makes a lot of sense, but you don't see Microsoft first-party announcements at TGS all that often, so it being at Tokyo Game Show would be cool in the sense of getting people excited, and obviously, from a thematic standpoint, makes all the sense in the world. This year's TGS is set to be the largest in the event's history, and Xbox has already confirmed it'll be attending and announcing, with the Tokyo Game Show focused on the Japanese gaming market, choosing to reveal Forza Horizon 6 here, rather than at events like Gamescom makes sense if the game is in fact set in Japan. Now, even with a Japan setting, I don't know if this is going to be a game that drives people to buy Xbox Series consoles in Japan. Maybe they'll check it out on PC, but maybe it'll push some Xbox consoles. It's just, man, Xbox is trying to make waves in Japan for as long as I can remember. Going back to, like, late 2000s, I remember them releasing, like, Lost Odyssey. Tales of Vesperia was initially an Xbox exclusive. Infinite Undiscovery. You had Magna Carta, too. You had so many of these JRPGs come out on Xbox, and it never really seemed to make a lot of strides, and I don't know if Forza Horizon is gonna be that game, but in terms of getting people excited for Forza Horizon 6, I think if a game is set in Japan, it makes sense to announce it in Japan, especially with how big the setting is an integral factor to Forza Horizon, and it'll be interesting to see if Forza Horizon 6 is day one on PlayStation 5. I'm led to believe that it is going to be, and I think it could do incredible numbers, and this is a game you could release day one on PS5, $70, and I think people would be willing to pay that amount for a Forza Horizon 6. I've talked about Horizon 4, Horizon 5. Unfortunately, the reality with these games is at a certain point they do get delisted off their digital storefronts. Horizon 4 has been delisted. Horizon 3, 2, and 1, I believe, have all been delisted as well from the Xbox storefronts. Thankfully, there are physical copies of those out there, but as far as getting the legacy Horizon games on PlayStation, that'll never happen. But Horizon 6 definitely going to be a major title in 2026. And what I find really interesting, I would be led to believe that it is 2026. Forza Horizon has never been one of those franchises that they announce a game and then it's a long ways out. Playground's also supposed to release Fable next year. Playground's a big studio, but having a studio like Playground dropping Forza and Fable next year, and we'll see if Fable ends up on PlayStation, that would be a banner year for any studio releasing two major games of two incredibly iconic franchises, and for the first time, potentially day one for both of those franchises on PlayStation, given that, you know, Forza Horizon 5 was a 4-year delayed release on PlayStation. Horizon 6 could be a day one release. And then Fable as well. Honestly, you guys, I am super skeptical on Fable being released in 2026. I really do believe there's a chance that that game's going to get delayed into early 27, because when Fable was initially delayed into 2026, all we got is a window of 2026. They've still been super silent about the game. I think honestly, what happened with that game is that they saw a lot of the reaction to some of the cinematics and the trailers for that game, and they realized that they were sending that game out to get slaughtered, and they had to course correct with it, and they have to fundamentally change a lot of things, which if they have to go to that length, you have to take a lot of time. That's why, you know, why wasn't Fable just delayed into early 26? They never even said early 26. They just said 2026, and I have a feeling that game is going to get delayed into 27, but we'll see. Next year, you're supposed to get, let's say Fable comes out, Gears of War E-Day, Halo, and throw in Forza Horizon 6 set in Japan. That is going to be a banner year for Microsoft. You know, even outside of just Playground, for Microsoft in totality, when you think about some of the absolutely atrocious years they've had for game output, and those are franchises that are emblematic with Microsoft and Xbox. You know, you can look at this year where you have Doom, you had Indiana Jones in December. Those aren't really franchises that are tied to Xbox. Call of Duty, these are, you know, publishers that Microsoft has acquired. Great for them, Bethesda and Activision, but these aren't in-house developed Xbox titles and games that are emblematic with Xbox. Forza, on the other hand, Gears, on the other hand, Halo, Fable, those are a part of Xbox's bread and butter. Their identity is tied to those games. And the bummer about all of this is when they had stated that there was going to be a new Forza next year, I think a lot of people were like, hey, Forza Motorsport are already getting another title? I think Forza Motorsport is going to get shelved for a very long time, and that's a very big bummer. I personally like the Horizon games more, but I played the hell out of Forza Motorsport growing up as well, and seeing that franchise get iced after the most recent release, that is a gigantic bummer as well, and unfortunately, that might be a reality that we have to deal with. As far as what's going on with Turn 10, they're probably going to end up being a support studio for Forza Horizon 6, and maybe that's how a lot of the work on Horizon 6 is going to get done. Turn 10 working as a support studio, and then you've got a lot of Playground working on Fable as well. Playground's a massive entity, so them juggling two games and having a portion working on Forza and then a portion working on Fable wouldn't be all too surprising, but really interested to see. And by the way, I would assume a PlayStation Day 1 release would be happening, because if you're going to reveal it at Tokyo Game Show, I would think that, you know, a large portion of that audience is going to have a PlayStation 5. Makes all the sense in the world to be like, hey, it's going to be on PS5 so you guys can all play it, and we're not going to use it as a way to push Xbox. Just because, like, at this point, is pushing Xbox in... Xbox as a console, I should say, in Japan, should that really be paramount? I think you should try to push your IPs in Japan. Absolutely. The console itself, I just think... At this point, if you couldn't do it in the late 2000s, if you haven't been able to do it for 15 plus years, why start now, or why try to do it now? I think just drop it on PlayStation, have that audience check it out there. But that's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Obviously, y'all know I love Forza Horizon, and the idea of Forza Horizon in Japan, sign me up all day for that. That is going to be enormous. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.